Okay, I am back, and we'll just get the streaming. I hope you're joining again. I think maybe it did kick you out from here, but you will be connected again, inshallah. Okay, I can see you're coming back. Excellent. So we'll do the second page. Now we'll be using this system, which I'll put it in the chat for you to access to the material. You will get also the video recording later comes here from we'll just put it here. There is it. So what you will be able to see, this is the system. We'll just put it in the chat. We developed this system. Through these sessions, we'll develop something similar, inshallah. So you can see how we can really be creating powerful tools for all of us. Let me do this and send the link here to everyone. So you need to come here. You need to log in using the same account that you used to, the same email that you used to register in Zoom. If you remember when you made your registration, you put an email there. The same email you have to use here because you will get the attendance as well. So we'll give you a certificate at the end of Ramadan, inshallah. And this system will track attendance based on your Zoom attendance. So integrated with Zoom. So it gets the data from Zoom. And it looked also at your activities you're doing and questions you're answering and stuff like that. So please log into this system. Just let me put the chat on the side so I can see your chat here. You are not hearing the audio. Someone is not hearing the audio. I think others are hearing. If you hear me, say yes. Yeah, I hear the audio. That means it's at your end. Maybe you need to fix it from your computer. Maybe the speaker volume is not up. You will not hear me anyway, but usually that is the issue. So the meeting is recorded and it's also live stream on LinkedIn. I hope you're all happy with that. Otherwise, if you're not happy, of course you can leave the meeting. I think this is useful. So we get into this page. I hope you logged in to the page and able to log in. We have 276 registers in this live one. I think hopefully they will start coming soon. When you log in there, you will find the course AI for operational excellence. If you click on it, again, you said you need to register using the same email you registered in Zoom. Otherwise, you'll be considered a new person who will not have the attendance tracking working properly. You still can use any email and you will be in the system, but there will be no link between your present in Zoom and your present in the system if you're using different email address to do. When you get here, you will find some material I put there. I'll be putting every day some more material. We have some reading material here. You can go through it, which talking about AI and operational excellence. There are a few things you can look at it. Here, I have a case study also that you can go through it when you have time to go through it. And then you will also see the recording coming later. I will, after the session, it will be fetched and come here. This is the slides I'll be using for today session. Again, back to this one. I think maybe I have to upload it again. Yeah, I didn't upload it properly, but I'll upload it. I have it here. I'll upload it again later, but let me get it from my system and we'll go through it. Then we will upload it later. So these are the things I'll go through today about AI and operation excellence. And we'll have most of it practical, our sessions. But today is the first day. We have to get into some theory, make sure we agree, we understand what we're talking about, and then we will get into the session. Have few quizzes for you. This is a game like Kahoot. We'll play it at the end of this hour. It's nice, funny game. Not really means anything. It help you maybe just reinforce what you learn in this 1 hour to do, and we'll be adding more things here. You'll have a great book to see what you have done in these games and quizzes, and also we'll have some questions I'll be posing to you on Zoom to get your engagement and understanding. Again, this system is fully integrated with Zoom, which we developed locally. It took us 6 hours to create this system during a session we had with members from the Arab universities, Association of Arab Universities, and we created this system during that time. We will find it interesting. Again, if you want to register and you are not registered yet in Zoom, well, you'll be here anyway. There's a way you can register by scanning this QR code and you will be part of the course. But you need to register in Zoom as well to ensure that your attendance is being tracked. But you can scan this one and get it. Yeah. Can see the chat, please. The chat is in Zoom. When Zoom is different from Teams, when someone sharing, the bar that down here will go up. So now I'll stop sharing. You will see the chat now. Once I start sharing, this part will go up in the screen. So you need to find it somewhere there. I don't see it as a participant, but I see it as the host. So that's the way it works. So maybe now you see the chat coming again. Okay, so that's the introduction about this session. Now, some of you gave me some great ideas for what we should be covering in this sessions. We'll start to do that, but we'll try to be more practical, helping you look at the whole spectrum of operation excellence and how AI can help in that. AI, again, is not ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and those chatbots we used to. They are great. They made lots of benefit to all of us, but AI is bigger than that. And if you want it properly to be integrated in your system, you start thinking differently. Let me, before we start, I will post you some questions from the pool that I created. The beauty of this new system, I can create those questions that will appear in Zoom directly from this system. So I just come here and say create, I choose a topic and I say AI create it, and AI will create the questions for me. I can of course edit all these questions and change them. So I can build it from here. I don't need to go to Zoom. So I created view, which we will look at them. So now I'll go to Zoom and let me put that on the screen and see if you get it on the screen. So this is the first question to you. Read it and put your feedback. My apology to the team who are on LinkedIn, these are all the questions. You can go up and down. If you are on LinkedIn, you will not be able to see these questions on the screen. You will see them, but you will not be able to participate in them. People on Zoom can do answer this question. Let me see how many of you will answer these questions. And first question is, what is the primary benefit of using AI for operational excellence? And you have this option. These are not really a quiz for you. These are just getting your opinion from your operation, from your experience. What do you think is the right thing? See, most people now going to improve efficiency, and there's some looking at the cost reductions, better decision making, enhanced employee performance is the second. Enhanced employee performance, yeah, that's a very good one as well. I can see that. The second question is, which industry has seen the most impact for AI in operations? Same manufacturing for a long time, they've been using robotics in that, which robotics were at that time more mechanical. They programmed to do very clear process and movement, which was a form of AI at that time, but wasn't smart to decide on different situations. It's just for a certain process, which made huge impact on manufacturing and reduced risk on employees in some areas. Finance, second, healthcare, and retail. Medicine and healthcare, I think they are more advanced in using AI for diagnosis and drug design and imaging and things like that. So AI used there, of course. Finance, yes, of course. Then the other question, what challenges do organizations face when implementing AI in operations? That's I think, good question. Seems the biggest challenge is lack of skilled workforce, which I would agree with that. Data privacy and concern, of course, and then come the high implementation cost, and then resistance to change. Sometimes in some places, resistance to change is the highest one in some situations to do. But these are really good answers. I think it represents what I was thinking when I designed those questions. That's very good. And your participation now is tracked. I will see it's coming later into the system. When I ask it to look at your participation, it will go to Zoom, find those answers. It doesn't mean answer correct or wrong. It means you are there, you are participating, you're giving your inputs, and you do that. Okay, that's good. Now we can share the result. Here is the result. You can see it in the screen just for you to know what are the results. And these are the results we have here. You can look at them just to agree. Yeah, and I think they're good presentation. I can see some questions on the one question in Q&A. There's some chat here as well. Are there any correct answers? No, there are no correct answers. These are not really correct answer. It depends on the situation and the organization you are in, and the readiness of your organization for that, and the leadership, and so on, and previous experience. So there's no correct answer here for this. I can't see the chat, please. Again, I can open the file. Good, if you can open the file. Which link for attendance? Attendance, you don't need to do anything. You just attend, participate, and the system will collect these things here. So you don't need to go anywhere. Just you need to log into this system, which I shared. Maybe you came late. I'll just put it in the chat. Please register with the same. I'll put it here again. Register with the same email address that you used. Yeah, that's fine. So this is the address here. I'm going to register this system with a different name. I'm not sure what to call it. So far, I was thinking of Arab LMS or Learn AI or something like that. We'll find a way to register it. But if you go there in that system and log in or register with your email that you used or with Teams, then things will be fine. Get someone knocking the door, but okay. So that's one. Then we have the quiz we'll do later. So let me go through the presentation. We'll have this discussion before we start doing anything. So AI in operational excellence. So these are I think what most people think, most organizations, they believe AI will significantly enhance operation excellence. Around 80% think it will enhance. How it will, people are not all clear on that to do. And some of them has a certain areas that they want to focus, maybe efficiency, maybe cost reduction, maybe human capitals, and things like that. But I think we're getting into that feeling now. It's really going to do that, and lots of case studies there tells us that this is the case. It will really improve the operational efficiency, but it requires lots of thought and lots of work to make it work. This is the history of AI and how it developed. AI is not new. People think AI is just ChatGPT when it came in November 2022, but AI was since 1950, started when scientists met and they had this concept of how we can make machine perform similar tasks to what human can do. And they started thinking of that, what they call it, artificial intelligence. And then we saw the express system came in the 80s, we saw the machine learning came in 1990, and then in 2000, big data came, and now we have the deep learning and natural language processing and agentic AI, and those new things which we're dealing with it now. These are the toolkit. There are multiple toolkit. One of it is the intelligent toolkit or production. And this, of course, look at first on data discovery, discovering patterns and efficiency in historical data. And then come the engine, which is the algorithm that will learn from this data to identify correlations without explicit programming or coding. Machine becomes smart to do that, and then can become the forecast. So now you can forecast those future scenarios based on historical data using the intelligent part, and then you get into that forecast. So this is the intelligent and predictions, which focus on data and algorithm to do that, and then predictions, which will get in the loop. The other toolkit is ability to do actions here, and the hands that can do that, like the robotics one. Robotics process automation, where automate processes in manufacturing and intelligence and digital system and workflows, banks and other places. So this can automate those processes for you based on certain rules and process system, which later we'll look at in a system how to optimize your process. if you bring AI or anything and you have a process that's not efficient, not producing the outcome you want within the right time, within the right resources, with the satisfaction of your users, if you put it in an AI or anywhere, it's not going to be helpful. So how you can re-engineer these processes to cut steps, or maybe automate some part of it, or maybe get AI to give you more intelligence to speed up the process. So process engineering and automation is important part. And then how you can communicate with those systems. So natural language processing, which either through typing or through voice or through images, these are the tools that now became available to help us speak and communicate with AI. These are some of the applications in manufacturing. General Electric, they managed to use it to predict maintenance when those machines or tools they have are going to break down, and that helped them to improve a reduction in the maintenance costs between 10 and 20%, using some cameras and some other system and looking at historical data when these different parts break down or get, and through that analytics and prediction, they can know before something goes wrong, it's going to go wrong at that time, so they can do what they need to do. Walmart as well, they use data analytics and machine learning for supply chain optimization. And this gives them more accurate demand forecast and improve their stock availability instead of customers waiting for a long time or stock staying there in the warehouse, people not really buying it, or the order on that one is less. So that was one of the case studies. There are in Siemens in healthcare as well. They've been looking at the imaging. I have one of my relatives, he is specialized in this area, and before he was doing all this manually, and then his company, he is in Germany, gave him a very sophisticated system, computers and image processing, and through that one they can look at images from different sources related MRI or others, and they can predict and more accurately and look at things that humans sometimes will not be able to notice, and it helps improve that level of things. And then JP Morgan, they looked at used AI with some chatbots to help their client and customers engage with the system and get data and get real-time fraud detections to avoid any issues. In Abu Dhabi University, we have a number of use cases for using AI. We have systems for exam moderation that moderate the exams and find out any issues with the exam, including language, structure, time, alignment with the learning outcome, alignment with accreditation, relevant to the industry needs, and things like that. We have a smart hire, which help us streamline the hiring process of our faculty and staff by AI screen their CVs and against the job description and screening criteria. Then it gives them a link for a video interview. They will be interviewed using AI. AI will analyze their answers and also provide a dashboard to the faculty, look at their citation and its index and all those different metrics, and give the chair or the dean or the recruiter a better picture. So he can now move into the human part, which the human interview, human interaction, to do with more in-depth data. We have system that help with reviewing research papers before submitting it to the journal to make sure the methodology is right, the data collection, the analysis being correctly done, the interpretation, whatever it is. It provide support to the faculty to review the paper as a industry. We have systems that behave or agent behave like an industry expert. They look at our courses and find gaps between our courses and industry, and suggest content and suggest companies work with, and sometimes it gets into even specific people that we should be talking to help getting the course fully aligned with the industry. And there's transportation system, there's a library system, there's a learning management, and lots of those different use cases that help us use AI in a proper way with human in the loop, which we'll come to it. You'll hear it a lot during these sessions, which very important aspect. We cannot just rely on AI. We need human judgment. So these are some values we can maybe think of it like increase in efficiency, which most people thought that will do, enhancing decision making, which was one of the questions options in the questions, cost reductions, and improve customer satisfaction because they will get on the spot. Now our students, they can get feedback on their assignment much faster than the used. The system can generate just direct like that, but we have faculty reviewing this and adding his or her own before it goes to the student. And not only speed, the quality of inputs they will get. There's some challenges, of course. There's nothing 100% in one direction, which beautiful and good, but there are some challenges always. So the data dependency, of course, the AI without accurate data will produce useless input. So that's why people, when they just go to AI with no context being provided, with no data that AI can use, the result will be very shallow, not really helping you at the end. But when you go to it with data, quality data, and then things will be better. So as they say, garbage in, garbage out. So data is important. It's a challenge, but without data, how will the AI will help us generate lots of data. Give an example of on that exam moderation. We moderated around 1,000 exams using that system, which has both human and AI. There is a step of AI, then a step of human, of course, later. But this 1,000 gave us insight about challenges that our faculty, and similar to any faculty anywhere, they are having with the assessment to do. And this way we are able to tailor our professional development to address the exact issues. So instead of just shooting in the dark and creating lots of professional development that maybe not needed. So you have data to help us and exactly what we need to focus on it. In fact, AI generate for us the outline for the professional development that we should consider. So data can be also accumulated with the time, and we'll get quality data, hopefully from this experience. Then implementation complexity. Lots of dreams there. We want to personalize learning of students. We want to cut the processing time, things like that. But doing this is not that straightforward. It's not that easy. And doing it the traditional way that we're doing now by finding a company who have a software to fix it for us, it's not efficient. It's not producing the outcome we need because these companies are still learning about how to do it. And to be able to solve a problem like what we face, you need to be fully aware of that problem. You need to be in the operation to do it. And takes ages to get these companies to be in the operation to understand how things work. And translating this from you to another company through their process of data analytics and things like that, they will not get the full picture. There will be something there. So there's complexity here on getting this done, but there are solutions, which we'll be spending some time later on something called vibe coding, which we use to build the system we've been using here and so many other systems. Vibe coding bridge that gap between the the person on the operation, or we call him the subject matter expert, and the software engineer who will build the system. That gap will be narrow. In fact, you can be the one who know the subject matters, and AI can behave like the software engineer company that will build it for you. I said company, I didn't say programmer, because the way those systems work now, this agent on vibe coding, they organize themselves like a team. So they're the coder agent that will do the coding and write all the different code in best practice way. And then there is an architect who will design it. Look at the workflow, look at the component, look at the database, look at the business process, workflows, integrations, and those aspects, and how they can work together to create the system. And there is the tester who will log into the system, and when you use this system, you'll see it logs in directly to the system and start using it, entering forms and filling data, uploading files, and doing that, and finding issues with the system. And then there is the security one who will look at the security of the code before it get deployed into the system. And then comes the deployment system. So the AI agents, which now getting very popular and getting very advanced, can navigate those challenges to some level. And then the other challenge is, which very important, the governance, the ethical considerations and privacy of the data and how to deal with it. And of course, there are some solutions there related to this. For example, for the privacy of the data, there are the option of having your own local LLM that process your sensitive data and then use the open one for less sensitive data, and there are policy and procedures you need to have in place. There is a process to deploy these softwares and test them before they get live, and there are ways you can have to address the ethical consideration. I'm sorry I'm taking too much, but I need to hear from you. Maybe I should finish this, then we can have some discussion before we get into that. I have only, I think, few slides. I'll finish it. Then we'll open the floor for some discussion. Please, you can open your microphone and you can speak. I'll get into that level. Okay. Now, these are the myths there and what are really the reality. One myth is AI will completely replace human jobs. I don't think that will be the case. It will augment human, but human who are able to use AI effectively will be more in demand and will be preferred employee than the other one who use the traditional way to do. In the long term, after maybe 10 years, 100 years, I don't know what will be the situation. But as long as we as human had our values and what make us really human, and capitalize on those things, I think human will stay in control and will be needed. Machines are intelligent, but not to the level. I give you an example, two examples, which you will maybe find them people talk about them. One example, if you can try it yourself. You speak to ChatGPT through the microphone and ask ChatGPT, say, if you give this example, I want to wash my car. I am only 100 meters away from car wash station. Should I drive or walk? Ask that question. ChatGPT most likely, and that's my test with it, will say, if the weather is very nice, uh, you can walk. You will exercise. You will use less fuel and things like that, and that will be better for the environment and things like that. You will forget that you want to wash your car actually. You cannot walk and leave the car there. That doesn't make sense. And that's one of it. The other one, if you present a cup to ChatGPT upside down and say, I want to drink water in this cup, the bottom part of this cup is open, the upper one is closed. How I can do that? It most likely say you have to seal the one down, and then if you ask how water will go there, you say put some pipes in, and you will forget that you can flip it as human. So there's certain areas still AI doesn't read between lines and think like that. So hopefully it will not replace us. It will develop. It will advance. I'm sure ChatGPT and OpenAI and Gemini, Google, they know these issues. They will go and make AI more smart to be able to answer them. But the values we have as a human being, I hope these are not replaceable. AI works independently. You cannot say that completely. If there's a process already clear and you repeated it multiple times, it's data driven, and yes, AI will do that. But if you want to decide on an ethical situation, AI will not be able to do that in a proper way. So that's not always the situation, but there are areas, yes, it can work on its own. Implementation quick and easy. We spoke about that. It's not quick and easy unless you change completely the way you look at things and you are willing to experiment in new areas and look at new areas. Then it will be somehow faster than before. Can you paste the URL code in the chat? We'll come to that one. QR code, not useful to put it in the chat, but the URL will be good because QR code in the chat, you need to scan it. I will show you the QR code in a minute. Let me just finish those few slides. I'll come back to that one. Okay, this is the path to operation excellence. You want to achieve operation excellence in the era of AI, you have to have some sort of predictive analysis and being able to predict scenarios, financials, operations, maintenance, competitions, and so on. You need to be able to some level of accuracy to predict that one. You need to have a way to use natural language processing, and which you already there, using machine learning to provide insight and learn from the data you have, analyzing your data and automation of your processes in place. These are components that where AI can help. These are some resources to look at it. Let's go back to the sharing the screen, the QR code for those who came late, which understandable, we all come late. You can scan this QR code if you want to get into the course, and you should get in the course. And when you scan it, you need to log in. You have to use same email that you use in Zoom registration. While you're scanning this one, I will quickly go through any questions we have in Q&A. If you have any questions, there are two questions here. I'll put it on the other screen. First one, the link, please. Okay, I will put the link, please, there. Let's do the link. So here is the link in the chat. It's there in the chat if you go up, but let's add it again. Here is the link. I think this was maybe an old question. So type the answers. I'll give you the link here. Okay, then Hamad, I can't access the course, although I have registered. I think you need to scan this QR code. You will be there. You will be in the course. Should be very easy. Just you scan this one and then you log in. You should be able there. Thank you. Okay, let me just open for you the room for questions. I can see some hands on, and I will allow you to speak, and you can speak. First, I have Khalid. Khalid, please. Khalid Shalabi. Yeah, you have the microphone and you can speak. You just need to unmute your microphone. Yeah, if you unmute, you will be able to talk. Otherwise, you will not be. Okay, so now you can unmute, hopefully. Can you unmute? You're not able to unmute. Okay, then I will get Sayed. Sayed, you should be able to. Yeah, Khalid and Sayed. Khalid, you need to be able to unmute if you want to speak. I think this is maybe an old request to do. Okay, very interesting information about the AI involvement in faculty selection and hiring. Okay, thank you. Can you please edit that one? ChatGPT thinks you might carry the car to yeah, maybe. Any certification, yes, you'll have certification. The course material are not shown after QR code and okay, of course, log in with the small same email. You should see it. I'll show you where to find it. When you are in the course, let's go back here. I think you should see it. When you are in the course, you need to click on this material here. Yeah, usually you don't see it. You click here, you will find this material coming there. That's where it is. Now let's look at the attendance. Let's fetch the attendance. I'll fetch the attendance, and it's in 50 matches. Okay, the 50 people, their attendance is being tracked. Then we'll get into the quiz in a minute. Just get ready. I want to make sure that at least 50 of you has been able to log in to the system, which good. السلام عليكم والسلام عليكم. هذا أول كلاس. هل فاتني وايد وبعرف شو ممكن أسوي يشكل. ما فاتك الوايد. I think يعني احنا we discussed how AI will help operation efficiency, excellence, operational excellence. And we spoke about what does it operational excellence, what the different ways the AI can help with that one. We had few questions on that one, and we will do practice later. But I think we still have 15 minutes. If no questions, I will take you into some example. I looked into the LMS, yet cannot see your screen here on the course material. If you click on material here after you log in, if you come into the course, I think you will get in a page like this first, maybe. So you'll find this AI Operation Excellence. You click on it, you come inside. If you click course material, you should be able to see this. If someone can see it, just let me know that you can see it. If all of you cannot see it, then there's a problem. We'll fix it. But I think you will be able to see it. I need to hear from those. Yes, I just joined right now. I can see it. Yeah. So they can. If someone can see it, others can see it with no issue to do. Now later, you will find the video recording here. When we finish, I will fetch it from here, and it will do that. Also, we'll have some session summary coming about your chat, your discussion, the points you raised. It goes through all this and summarize. Very good. نعم أقدر أشوفه. Very good. Very good. Thank you. That's very good. It means we are able to see it. So this is the session summary so far. This is, I looked at your discussion and other things. So talking about the role of AI in streaming business processes, examples of AI tools. Then it talk about topics. We had some questions and answers like, what are some AI tools commonly used to optimizing operations? And this is the question. And maybe one of you asked this question somewhere in the chat. Now this AI now looking at your chat and will provide answer. So tools like Fire Files, this is an AI agent that you can get in your email. And the others, I will edit this and give you a better answer. How can AI improve supply chain management? AI can enhance demand forecasting, which we spoke about it. Topics, these are summaries AI now generated based on discussion going there, which later I will get the final one after our session. See, this system which we created can create content. So if I want to generate content, I say generate here, and these are the different content. I can create exercises for you to do if I want. Let's say AI for operational excellence. This is the topic. If I do this, I say create, it will create exercises for you that you can do, and it will do that. Yes, Dr. Yasamin, to your host, can see your chat, please. Now, I'll come this why you didn't see the chat, and there's some exercises also added here, which you should be able to go through them. There's some questions and answers and stuff like that, generated based on that presentation I have. Now, those who cannot see the chat, now if you should be able to see the chat. Yeah, the chat is the down. If you move your mouse in the screen, move it, you'll see down chat coming. You click on it, you can see the chat. This is how Mr. Zoom works. Chat appears here. When I share screen, it will go somewhere else. I think it will again disappear and appear based on how you move your screen. So the chat is there. I hope now you can see it. Okay, so let's get into the game. Let's create the game and see how fun is that game, and we'll play with that game. You are the first one I'm testing this system games with. I told you I created this system just during a session I had with the Association of Arab Universities. Now get ready with your mobile. If you know something called Kahoot or Mentimeters or slides or things like that, these tools that help you engage your audience. Now, this system we created has something similar. So I'm going to start the game. What you need to do, I hope it will work. I'm testing, as I said, with you. But we can fix it. We'll fix it together tomorrow if it doesn't work. But it will work, inshallah. Now we scan the QR code and you log in. Now you can see people coming. Can see the names are appearing and more are coming. We'll see how many people it can handle. You know, those other system has a limit and they charge you for more and more. Let's see how can we take into this system now. Yeah, now, mashallah. Very good. Now, the way this will work, you will get a question, I'll get 4 answers. Now, you need to find the right answers, okay, in a faster way. The one who answers the question faster and correctly will get more points than the one who answered it correctly but late, okay? Of course, I'm better than the one who doesn't answer anything correctly or wrong. So we'll see. I can see many of you already there. I'm sure the people on LinkedIn are able to see what going on. They can participate, of course, to this from there. But let me see if I can see that on my LinkedIn page. I'm not looking at it. Maybe some people are asking me questions. While you do this, while you join, I will just have a quick look on my LinkedIn page. I can see, if I don't see myself, here is I am. It's me. And I can see some people there, not that many, but some comments. Oh, yeah, some good comments. I have very good comments and very. Okay, anyway, so these people will be able also to join, but they will have one issue. They will be behind because there is a delay in pushing data to LinkedIn. So people on LinkedIn, there are 10 people watching it now live there. Those people will have disadvantage because it takes time to stream to LinkedIn. So there's a delay between the two, but the people on Zoom will have more advantage on this. So let's see how the game will work. We'll start the game. And here is the first questions. And you have 10 seconds to answer it, 9 seconds, and so on. So what is the primary benefit of using AI in operational excellence? Here is an answer, correct answer, which I selected. Maybe my answer is not correct or whatever, but you left with it. My opinion is there. So it's improved decision making, the highest one answered by people, and then you can see people saying higher operational cost and things like that. Okay, let's see. The one who got the right answers and faster, MA, then Farhiya, then Hidayah. These are the people who managed to get it faster. And this is the points 833, 833, 800. So they're not far from each other. And 800 as well, 800. So not far from each other. Then it goes down, down. These are correct answers, but with delay. Okay. Now you'll have another question. And we'll see if you answer it correctly. So 1, 2, 3. Here is the question. Which of the following AI technologies is commonly used to analyze large operational data set? Quantum computing, virtual reality, machine learning, blockchain. 210. Oh, machine learning is the highest one, and it is the correct answer. To do quantum computing is the second here in terms of people who answer. But we will see who now getting the lead. So now Farhiya is getting the lead by 2,211 points. There are 300 points between the two. So be ready maybe to challenge Mr. or Mrs. B. And you put your full name is better than this, but anyway, it's up to you. You put your name, it'll be better. We're having fun here. We're not really, but with some knowledge. Okay, let's see now the next one. Okay, I can see some. Maybe I need to maximize the screen. It's not moving to the next level for a reason. Okay. Maybe I put only 2 questions. I think I put 3 questions. Let me stop sharing. Look at that screen. Back. Okay, we are here. You will see the question on your computer, hopefully. Then you show the third question. I think I just made it to play only 2 questions. I'll fix it later. But now we know who is the winner so far. Oh, it repeated again. Let's do another round and see if you can do better in the second round. So let me share screen again. We are back here. This is the system. Oh, we are here. Now you need to scan again. Let's do another round, see if that will fix the issue with the first round. You need to rejoin, rescan this one if you want. Or you're not able to rejoin. It says game already started. Oh, yeah. Maybe I should stop it and start it again. Because I stopped it, maybe. Let's go back. We will fix it. We will fix it. We're doing it together. Here's the quiz. Now it's a new code. Yeah, now you can scan it. I think it will work. It will not say it started because this is a different code. Hopefully, yes, I can see it's working. Now, let's try. Now, I will show you next time how we fix. If there is an issue with going to the third question, I will show you how we fix it next time. We'll be building so many of these systems during this Ramadan time, inshallah. We already at 11, but let's have you one. Ali Farhat, I can see you there. Thank you for joining. You're always very supportive. Okay, this question. Now you should all get the full answers. Huh? Maybe the question has changed. This is the other question. How does AI enhance operation efficiency? Huh? That's a good question. Now, who is in the lead? Farhiya always in the lead. She deserves to win. Whatever we do, she will win. Which AI-driven approach can predict equipment failure in operation process? Correct answer is here. Of course, it's obvious. And still 5,000, there's 1,000 almost difference. That's amazing. Now, what is a challenge? What is a challenge of implementing AI in operational excellence? The correct answer is high initial investment cost. That answer I selected. Yeah. Oh, now where are you for here? You are went down by a lot of things. Now the winner is Jian. Okay, and then the second place is Nazish and Amani. In this game, things can change quickly, and that's the end of it. So here are the winners. Congratulations for you, and I hope you enjoyed today's session. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll have more active in session with your engagement, and also we'll be doing lots of practice together. So I hope you enjoyed, and Ramadan Kareem again, and see you tomorrow, inshallah. Thank you, everyone. Bye.